Imagine having a parallel self, a version of you who has already gone through 1,000 experiences and overcome countless obstacles. What if that parallel self were looking to share the keys to help you improve? Are you ready to discover the signs? Great, let's begin. Imagine for a moment that there exists a version of you living in a parallel reality, observing every choice you make, every path you decide to take. And what if this version of you, existing in a different timeline, were trying to communicate, sending you signs? The idea that parallel realities exist might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but quantum physics reveals that the reality we perceive is just one of infinite possibilities. Every decision you make, every thought that crosses your mind, potentially aligns you with one of these countless realities. In each of them, there is a version of you, some living extraordinary lives, others facing unknown challenges, but all these versions share something deep and invisible in common with you. And what if you could consciously tune in to these alternative versions of yourself? What might they tell you, and what wisdom could they share? Understanding the existence of these parallel realities is not merely a matter of curiosity. It is a path towards self-knowledge and spiritual growth. As you begin to explore this connection, new perspectives on how you perceive your life, your choices, and your potential unfold. Connecting with parallel versions of yourself can be a powerful tool for personal development, as though you're accessing the accumulated wisdom of a version of you who might have already overcome the challenges you face today. Each of these versions has something to offer, a perspective, a lesson, or even a direction. And as you begin to energetically align with these versions, you not only transform your reality, but also awaken to a field of infinite possibilities. Today, you will discover the signs your parallel version might be sending you and how to communicate with it. Today, we will embark on a deep and transformative journey where knowledge of parallel realities can be the key to unlocking a more conscious, abundant life aligned with your true purpose. Parallel realities are a fascinating concept that, from a spiritual perspective, suggests that the universe is composed of infinite coexisting dimensions. Each of these dimensions houses different versions of ourselves, living lives that are reflections of the infinite possibilities that our choices, thoughts, and energies can manifest. Spiritually, it is believed that these multiple realities are created through universal consciousness, where every thought and intention generates a new branch in the universe, forming a new reality where a version of us experiences a different story. Quantum physics offers a complementary view, suggesting that the universe operates within a field of infinite possibilities. The concept of quantum superposition indicates that subatomic particles, and by extension reality itself, can exist in multiple states simultaneously. This implies that on a fundamental level, all possible realities exist simultaneously, and our consciousness, through its decisions and energies, collapses or materializes these possibilities into a single reality. Thus, we can say that the existence of multiple versions of ourselves in different realities is not just a theory, but an idea that resonates both in the spiritual and scientific realms. Each version of us represents a part of our infinite potential, living realities that, while separated by thin frequency barriers, are deeply interconnected by the consciousness that creates them. These versions of ourselves, living in distinct realities, are not disconnected. On the contrary, they might be constantly trying to communicate, sending signals and messages that can guide our path and decisions. But how do we recognize these signals? How can we know if a version of ourselves in another reality is trying to communicate with us? Let's explore the most common signs that might indicate this connection. Have you ever felt that something, in a particular moment, seemed strangely familiar, as if you had already lived that experience? This feeling, known as déjà vu, might be much more than a simple trick of the mind. In many cases, déjà vu is an indication that you are tuned into a parallel version of yourself, as if, for a brief moment, the barriers between realities dissolve, allowing you to glimpse an experience that another version of you has already lived. In addition to this feeling, synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be merely accidental, can be clear signs that a parallel version is trying to communicate with you. When you repeatedly encounter certain numbers, symbols, or events, it might be an indication that something greater is at work. These synchronicities serve as a reminder that parallel realities are connected in ways we often do not consciously perceive. as though the version of you in another reality were guiding your steps using these coincidences as a means of communication. This repetition of events, symbols, numbers, or otherwise, could be a signal that a version of you in a parallel reality has already experienced that event and is showing you the path. It's an invitation to pay close attention to the signs around you and consider what they might be trying to reveal to you. Another sign of this communication manifests through dreams. Dreams are portals to our subconscious, but can also be windows to other realities. Particularly vivid dreams, those that feel real and leave a lasting impression, may be manifestations of experiences lived by parallel versions of yourself. When you dream of a life that seems different, but strangely familiar, or encounter people you don't know in waking life, you may be accessing memories or experiences of another version of yourself. The key is to pay attention to the details of these dreams, the places, the people, the emotions. They can carry important messages, guiding your choices or alerting you to aspects of your life that need attention. Everything in the universe is energy, as we've explored in previous videos, and if you haven't seen them, we recommend watching them, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies. Every thought, emotion, and action emits a specific vibration that resonates with certain realities. When we talk about parallel realities, we are referring to distinct vibrational states that coexist simultaneously. The version of you that lives a life of abundance and inner peace, for example, vibrates at a higher frequency that attracts these experiences. To align with this version, it's essential to understand that vibrational frequency is not fixed. It can be raised or lowered based on the quality of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Basic techniques for raising your vibration include practices like gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. By cultivating these feelings, you raise your frequency, drawing closer to versions of yourself that already live in more harmonious states. For example, by practicing daily gratitude, you tune your energy to a reality where abundance is already a natural part of your life. This simple yet powerful practice can transform the way you experience your current reality, bringing you closer to the version of you that is already living in a state of fullness. We'll soon release a video to practice daily gratitude. Subscribe to the channel and you won't miss it. Raising your vibration is a continuous process, and consistency is key to maintaining this tuning with your parallel versions. Thus, incorporating daily routines that sustain a high frequency is essential. These practices can include meditation, physical exercise, conscious eating, and even the mindful choice of words and thoughts throughout the day. Meditation, for instance, not only calms the mind, but also cleanses negative frequencies that may block the connection with your higher versions. Similarly, maintaining a diet rich in natural and nutritious foods contributes to physical and mental well-being, creating a cleaner and more receptive energy field. Every habit you adopt is a step toward this desired reality, like a bridge connecting your present with your maximum potential. It is through this alignment of your energy that you begin to perceive signs and messages that seem to come from a deep and familiar place, yet at the same time mysterious. A recurring dream, a persistent feeling of déjà vu, synchronicities that defy logic, or even sudden intuitions. If a parallel version of you is guiding you to take a specific path, consider how you can adapt that advice to your current reality. For example, if you feel a strong intuition to change careers, even if it may seem scary, this could be the push you need to align your life with your higher purpose. Another practical example might be the persistent feeling that you should explore a new hobby or skill. This feeling could be a message from a version of you that has already mastered this skill and is experiencing great joy and fulfillment through it. The importance of integrating these messages lies in how they can create a more authentic and aligned life. Every small adjustment you make, every decision based on these insights, brings you closer to the ideal version of yourself that already exists in another reality. Every new understanding, every change in behavior, every decision made from these messages propels you toward a higher version of yourself. With every step you take, new doors open, revealing more layers of your true essence. Aligning with your parallel versions not only guides you toward a fuller life, but also connects you more deeply with the unity of the universe, where all versions of you coexist in harmony. And through this integration, you are not only shaping your reality, but you are evolving as a being, opening yourself to infinite possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Every message received, every sign interpreted, every decision made becomes a catalyst for a life that truly reflects who you are in all your dimensions. The highest intelligence is your life, and happiness is ready to fill your heart. If you enjoyed this video, what you see overlaid on the screen is perfect for continuing the journey. I am universe, you are universe, welcome among us.